So, welcome to the perhaps most anticipated series on this channel, and that is how to make Roblox in Unity. Today, I want to show you how you can create 3D models for your player characters in Blender, and next time we'll be taking a look at creating a real player from it in Unity and multiplayer. After that, I want to create all the types of games that you tell me in the comments. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And by the way, Blender is a free 3D modeling software that you can get for free on blender.org. So, as soon as you start Blender, you will find yourself in this empty scene with this basic cube, a camera and a light. First of all, make sure to select the camera and press remove, and do the same for the light, so that we got only this cube right here. That will be the torso of our player. To make it a bit wider, press S and X, like that. Let's do the same with S and Z for the Z axis. Now you can continue to create the arms by pressing Shift and D in order to duplicate the torso and moving it right here. And then enter edit mode by pressing Tab. Go to face select, select this face by clicking left, and hit G in order to move the face. And by pressing mouse wheel, you can lock your movement to the X axis only. Make it a bit smaller like that. Now hit Tab again to go to object mode, and hit Shift and D to duplicate the arm, so that you finally got both of them. Now for the legs, I would suggest you to do the very same thing. Duplicate the arm by pressing Shift and D, and press the mouse wheel to move it down here, and G again, like that. Enter edit mode by pressing Tab, select this face, and hit G to move the face right to the middle. Hit Tab again, Shift D. That is it for our legs. For its head, we can duplicate the torso, so Shift D, mouse wheel, to move it all the way up here. Hit S and Y, make it a bit bigger on this axis, S and X, make it a bit smaller, and then through Tab, edit mode again, select this face, and by pressing G, make the player's head like a real cube. In the next step, since Roblox characters usually got round heads, press Tab again to go into object mode, and press Ctrl and A, and click Apply Scale, so that our round edges are going to be even. Press Tab again, select Edge, select, and select all these vertical faces by holding Shift and left clicking them, and then you're good to go to press Ctrl and B and extend your mouse a bit while using the mouse wheel to add some further faces to it. Make sure that your faces don't clip here, then go to Face Select again and select this face at the very top and at the very bottom by holding Shift, and then do Ctrl B again and extend your mouse like that, and press Enter. If you want, select the head by clicking left and press S to make it a bit smaller, and then reconnect it to the torso by pressing G and holding the mouse wheel down once, like that. Now if you're interested to learn how to add textures to your model by using UV editing and how to rig your model, please check out the video, but this time I want to show you an easier approach. So select the head first by pressing left, go to Material, and change the color of this material to yellow, like that, and go to Viewport Shading so that you can see its effect. So if you want your Roblox game to have naked characters, you're good to go. If not, select the torso by clicking left again. Make sure to remove this material by clicking onto this button and add a new one, and change the base color of this one to, let's say, blue. Now do the same for your pants. Select the right leg, remove its material, create a new one, make it like gray. Select the left leg, and this time remove the yellow material by clicking this minus button, but then make sure to open this drop down to use one of your existing materials and select material 2, like that. Now the awesome thing of this approach is that you can color each of your model's faces individually. So while having your left leg selected, hit Tab to go to edit mode, make sure to have face select enabled, and select this face at the very bottom of your leg. Add a new material without removing it this time. Click new, make it entirely black, and click Assign. Enter edit mode again by pressing Tab. Select the right leg, enter edit mode again, click the very bottom face, add new material, select material 3, and click Assign. If you want to give your character a face without UV editing, you can do the very same thing with the head. Go into edit mode by pressing Tab, press Ctrl and R for loop cut to add some additional faces to your head, and move the newly created edges bit to the top. And then, for example, if you want him to have some eyes, like this face and this one, add a new material by clicking plus. Enter this drop down in order to select your black material and click assign. And there you just provided your player character with some eyes, and there you got his mouth as well. Doesn't look scary at all if you ask me. Finally, if you want to save your project, there will be two ways for you. You can press Ctrl Shift and S to save your Blender project in case you want to continue working on it at some point. If you want to use this model for game development, however, you should export it by going to File, Export and FBX. Please be aware though that you can't use your exported model to continue your work, so you should both save it and export it. And if you did work with some textures, you always want to bring them in your Unity project by yourself. So select Path Mode to copy and enable Embed Textures, and preferably set scale to like 0.5. Change your name from untitled.fbx to player.fbx, and then you can press enter or hit export FBX. And that is already it. You can open it like that to see your awesome work. And as you're probably working with Unity like me, make sure to have your play model somewhere in your assets folder, so we can make it a real player object next time. And yeah, I'm afraid that's already it for today. Maybe one last thing before you quit the video though. I'm planning to add a new service to my Patreon, and I'm wondering which service you guys would love to see the most. Do you want to have a Discord server to join to ask me stuff, or do you want to have some additional video content? Let me hear it in the comments, and I'll see you next time.